Bring it on!
Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things. Ibuki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars.
I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Her unique tone and hyper energy. There was a character like that in the game, too. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Mahiro?
Huh? You mean that in a perverted way?
No, in a normal way.
Well, even if you ask me that, Ibuki's encounter with Mahiro was... Oh! When I asked Mahiro this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointing face.
A disappointing face?
Yeah, but disappointment varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with department store rooftops.
Let's stay focused on Mahiro.
It turns out, Mahiro had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans...
Do you know what she meant by everyone?
Nope, I didn't ask.
I see. Mahiro invited Ibuki. Why?
What?
Whose suitcases are those? Who knows? Who knows? Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Mika?
No. Since we said we weren't going to play that game. Also, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow and I panic instantly.
Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure the Girl A character was like that too.
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Mahiro? Relationship? With Mahiro? I first met her, when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her, but... Oh, could it be? Did Mahiro hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me.
She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything.
But even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person.
Invite?
Mahiro invited me this morning.
This morning?
She looked very serious, and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline, because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lonely face and said that she'll reschedule for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened.
Mahiro invited Mikan? Why? Sorry, that was a weird cry noise because I wasn't expecting it.
I see.
Looks like we've obtained some pretty valuable testimonies. Based on that, it seems like Mahiro also beat that game. Why? Why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen those people to talk to. Because she beat the games, the people who appeared in that game. Just like what we're doing right now.
But in her case, it was much more serious. Probably. I mean, she was forced to learn what she was involved in that game.
That's true.
But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiro would play that game.
It's true. That was unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game? Huh? What? I remember. Anyway, what happened to Mahiro? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Huh? Why do you know that? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me. Tempt? That's a rude thing to say. That's disrespectful toward Mahiro. There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push. That's all it was. What the heck? But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. I'm counting on you, Hiyoko. If Mahiro spoke to everyone who appeared in the game, she should have talked to you, right? well, Hiyoko?
She never talked to me at all! Man, what a surprise! I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question. So, I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now.
Hey, Hiyoko! Ignoring my voice, Hiyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided? Regardless, it looks like we're finished here, so why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate. I'll see you again later. Hey! What the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Chiaki, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate?
It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over to Mahiru's cottage first.
Mahiru's cottage?
If she beat that game, it's best if we investigate there, I think. She might have that.
Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? That's your cue to say yes.
What happened?
Are you fangirling, Quinny? Cute!
The door looks unlocked. What the heck? Why did my controller disconnect? That was weird, sorry.
What do you mean if it's actually a thing? It is actually a thing. It's a hoodie that you can buy.
Moving after you've told would be too third-rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too. I guess I should go inside. Oh, really? I know. Getting closer to the truth. Oh. Compared to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting through the room. That proves Mahiru was here. But she's not coming back.
Then I should try looking for a naughty book.
Why?
Now, I was only kidding.
Kidding? Are you that kind of person? Jeez. Well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on top of the bed.
On top of the bed? Okay, but before on top of the bed...
No.
There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Hey, this might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope?
Let's find out. I turned over the envelope, and what came falling out was a few photos.
Ah, this photo! Oh, I don't own the hoodie, but I have seen it for sale. I'd like to own it. Haven't bought it for myself yet.
This is a photo of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hiyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game.
Yep. There was a similar scenario during the first day in Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking her picture.
Is this the photo she took?
Look at this photo, too.
A broken vase?
Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day?
As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room.
But this photo's more shocking.
As Chiaki showed the photo to me, I was stunned into silence.
This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim?
You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
Oh.
Yeah, the one they blamed on a pervert. And one more. This is the last photo.
Ugh!
This is probably the photo of Girl E after she got killed on the fourth day. I mean, it nearly matches her body in the game. Yeah, there's no mistake. This is a photo of Girl E. With that, we've finished looking at all the photos.
So, based on all these photos,
Yeah, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize.
this is the ending prize for beating Twilight, and what's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean that stuff about our memories being stolen?
Huh? What's this?
Is there something else?
There's a note inside the envelope. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then.
This note.
Wait.
Huh.
Time
Maybe
out.
the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize. It wasn't Mahiru.
Someone else sent this to Mahiru. And that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiru wasn't just lured there by Nagito. She also received this envelope.
And that's why she played that game, right?
Then the person who played this game first. This envelope looks very familiar. And the word sister written in this note. Based on those clues, I can't think of anyone other than him.
Hey,
Yep,
hey.
I'm glad we came here to investigate. Because we did that, we discovered a very important clue.
Yeah, I agree. But there's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry.
Yep.
Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, third time's the charm, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something? Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Results? Did you find something? I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Huh? Just kidding. I was joking. Didn't sound like a joke to me. Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints those are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course, you'll come with me, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can get a clue. What are you gonna do, Chiaki?
I'm going to try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything. So I'll leave this to you.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible, but it might be different with a girl. Just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What? Did you actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean? Let's
Bye
go.
now.
I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there. Oh, holy shit. Let's try going inside.
Nagito?
Whoa, why the hell are you here? Why,
there.
hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the
This
heck?
bastard!
You two have arrived at a good time. I have discovered something very terrible.
A terrible discovery?
Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too.
You too, Mikan? Yep, this is great. Looks like the investigation's reaching its boiling point.
Listen, I have big news. Huge, huge news.
What's the big news?
Remember that Sandwich Esper Ito mask that was next to Mahiru's body?
Oh, the mask the killer used to hide their face?
No, that is not correct. The mask was not just used to hide their face.
Then what was it for?
Sparkling Justice.
Huh?
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice, whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly, they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals. Do not look so disappointed, Hajime! You need to be surprised! This Sparkling Justice character. That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but... It is a heroine mask, to be precise! Sandwich Esper Ito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine! Anyway, so you're saying it's possible that this serial killer is the one who killed Mahiru?
Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us? I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game. This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. The killer just used it to cover their face.
That's
But even
weird.
so, they sure chose something that stands out. That might be true, but...
Although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you please tell me everything you know about this so-called Sparkling Justice?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
the hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
What the heck was that?
Well,
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase?
do
I
you
read
have
it in a
minute?
magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. However, in the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too.
No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer.
The serial killer might not want to hear that from you. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Sorry. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual.
Hey, isn't that kind of a stretch? To say that there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It is possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to murder Mahiru.
That's
Wow.
probably not possible.
But that is the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it.
Sonia, I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on this island. Mikan, you had something to say too, right?
Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So, please don't get your hopes up and be disappointed.
I get it, so just get on with it.
I tried my best to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out. Mahiru was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly the metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like Mahiru didn't suffer.
What does that mean?
There's no doubt that she died instantly.
Her death was instant? That sounds a little strange. I think I'd better remember that.
And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry I started talking on my own. Were you busy right now?
Just tell me.
During the autopsy, I discovered this in Mahiru's pocket.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discovered earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's not try to see each other for a while. Or, let's try not, sorry. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Sayonji. This letter!
If this letter's real, it would mean Hiyoko met up with Mahiru, right?
Plus, Mahiru's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m., and they met 30 minutes prior.
If we think about what that implies, then... Oh, I'm starting to get confused!
If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Mahiru and Hiyoko? I think we have one more thing to investigate, and then I think we should be in the class trial. Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. Excuse me. To everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in. That bastard. He did something shady again.
Now then.
Why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. Nagito squatted down near the entrance to the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding. Come on, Hajime, take a look. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Those footprints! I see, so the reason you snuck inside everyone's cottages was... That's right, I wanted to get a sample of everybody's footprints. But unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Whose footprints are they? Hiyoko Sayonji. Hiyoko's. To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in. So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to get back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. But it was totally worth it. The footprints I collected there were smaller than anyone else's, and matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Hiyoko's footprints. Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting? I found a lot of these candies inside her room. They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. It looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only bought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who will only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. What's wrong with that? Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case. Coming from this guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident. Yep, it's time!
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end! Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle! The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain! So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock! Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
Indeed, it begins!
I'll see you soon!
Now
Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation's over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash.
'Cause if you even tried to decapitate Monokuma, it wouldn't do anything. There would just be another Monokuma to replace him.
But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end. Now then, let's go prove it. Oh, what's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma's waiting. I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward.
Now then, let us go. As we talked amongst ourselves, we left the beach house and Mahiru's body.
Yeah, that's why no one's done it, because it doesn't really result in anything. Level up, level up, level up. Oh, we made it. You stubborn little Lolita.
Stop harassing little girls! What's going on? Hiyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hiyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of the Silence food chain. Jeez, making me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off. Thank you, Monokuma.
Eek! His anger changed his form! Right here.
Uh-huh? Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you.
There's nowhere for me to run, anyway. So no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still. I'm a Yakuza! Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean?
Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway...
Looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
See ya later.
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Do you even have to prepare?
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy! So it begins, the beginning of the end. Oh my god, Gundam, it's been a while. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. That's right, moving forward is the only option.
I finally get a break from voice acting. The trials, sometimes they feel so good after a long while of reading.
You should be honored.
It's nearly showtime!
A mere human such as yourself will be present to witness the beginning of the end.
I have nothing to do with this!
What are you dilly-dallying for? Come on, let's hurry up and go.
Let's go. There's no reason for us to waste time here. The truth behind Mahiru's death. Sparkling justice may hold the key. Hey, Battle. No, that just has to be it.
'Cause it's bad.
Let's go. We can't forgive the killer.
This class trial stuff again. So this time we gotta figure out who killed Mahiru, huh? I don't get complicated stuff, so I'll leave this to you guys. don't unleash your power here, where else are you gonna unleash it? Don't you want to avenge Mahiru's death?
Monokuma changed forms! Color me surprised! Could he be the type to awaken hidden powers when he gets angry?
He's a stuffed animal, right? I'm not mentally prepared yet. Like, I don't think I'll ever be. But we can't just stand around all day. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Mahiru? Why did Mahiru? This is impossible!
I'm a Yakuza. I won't run or hide.
And lastly, Monomi. I believe in you. If everyone works together, you should be able to stand against any despair. I will definitely help you out. Let's go.
You're so evil!
No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, most brutal taste.
Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope, as if my heart was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs, and after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether.
Aim! Defeat the boring routine!
So...
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it? It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway. To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
No,
Nothing, really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time? To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose. A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts!
Reminded me of Teddy. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us? I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Derp derp. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun.
Here we go! I love how you guys treat it like you're on a roller coaster. Whee! Arms up in the air. Alright. I have to remember to save often because I don't always do that. Let's try buying some skills, I guess. See what I can buy. I have 7.
Increases influence. Covering when correct answers are chosen, effective when making choices. I like that. You know what? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get charisma. It sounds awesome. Sounds like a handy skill to have if I'm losing skills. It's a good thing I leveled up so much too, because now I can. Oh, here. What lies within Monokuma's video game? Is it the truth or lies? Really? Lies and lies? What is the motive that ties that game and reality together? Where did the killer who escaped from the beach house go? There's no looking away from the hopeless memories, I almost said memes, reflected in the twilight. Okay, thanks.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Yeah, I often get asked how I keep it up for so many hours. That sounds really wrong. If I were a guy, that would be really wrong. How I keep up voice acting for, thank you. For so many hours. I don't know. I always say stay hydrated. So, that's what I do. Anyways, let's go.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
I hate to tell you, Need-Eye, but it's true. I hate to let you down.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F, and the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A, it's probably...
I see! Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy! Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights! Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
For some reason, hearing Chiaki say nasty, trashy pig shit is like really cute, because she totally wouldn't say that.
Huh?
She's right. The one who said that was...
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, huh? Her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
No. Same.
Let's move on to Girl D.
See? How can you not see that me and Chiaki are one and the same? Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them. Monokuma, obviously.
Girl D is Mahiro, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
No, say it with me. Kuzuryu. Not Kuzuryu. 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 I just read the top and the CL got cut off, so all I read was ass trial. And I was like, okay.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but... to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, it's probably because...
I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch. What the hell, oh, kidding, KK, thanks,
Pretty
game.
clear.
I got
There's no
shut
doubt
out
that
from the
Guy F
game.
had a little sister.
Maybe I pressed a button by accident. Props. I probably pressed something. I shut myself out, man. Sorry.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Oh no, it is going by really fast. It wasn't me.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising
No,
me?
please shut up.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with
Oh
reality.
my god, this entire case though.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easy, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that. You're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
So disrespectful. That dead high school girl. Gundam, please.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Also, yes, Neo, agreed. I was gonna say that, but I just left it alone.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Ooh, I think this is the one where, this is the case where, sorry, the trial, where Ibuki makes an Ace Attorney reference, and it's great. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck? What the heck is that wild connection? Sorry.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
These two need to stop it.
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You know, I'm pretty sure Monomi's being legit, like, she's actually sad about it, but she sounds so sarcastic right now that I'm almost like, just stop. Stop it.
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game. Wait, what? The reason Girl E was killed, oh. No, wait. Not paying attention. Already messed up. Because she was the killer, sorry, wow, how did I miss that? Oh, because I derped, surprise!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Excuse me, Need-Eye. Please see yourself out.
Then, I'll start explaining.
You did, you made her sad. Nobody makes me sad.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Nagito, shut up!
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office!
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
Also, welcome back, Biz.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped. And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet. Sorry, I'm finally getting to eat my dinner. It's been so long, it's been like 2 hours that it's been sitting here.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E who was waiting in the hallway is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first.
And yes, my food is very cold.
Oh god. Wait! Wait, I need the question! God
Victim
damn
in the
it.
music room. What did Girl E do?
Alright, what did she do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway! Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
What Girl E did after the murder in the music room. I I need to find the clue that'll clarify that. I'm not sure if this
After
is
she
right.
killed the first victim in the music, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get to the front of the music? To go back to the music, you need to go through the...
So cute.
At the entrance hall? The other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Yeah!
No, that's
Nailed
wrong.
it.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
Do you know why, Kurt? Because it's his sass level. He is the ultimate sass master. He's just constantly sassing everyone. That's why it sounds funny when he was like, a vase. Like, no, you're a dumbass, pretty much.
I see! Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to
Of
shit.
course. What else would you feel?
Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Every time someone in this game says now then, it makes me think of Igor from Persona. An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. Excuse me, if we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise, Oh. Okay. Wait! I feel like I'm actually missing funny dialogue stuff here. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now? I wonder who they could be talking about. Well then, good luck and have fun.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, It should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
An unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but... Do you know what it is?
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blood? I think she attacked her with the fish.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Piano.
Why are you going even... The investigation conducted. It's on that big a scale.